Hi, I'm May, and welcome back to week 3 of DrawTober. Woo! So, DrawTober is almost over, and I was really struggling this week with getting all the pieces done. I think I definitely hit a bit of a stump when drawing so much this month, and I just couldn't think of what I wanted to draw and how to push myself. So, completing this challenge, it feels really good for me to be able to say I finished this week. And just not giving up on the challenge in general. And so, with that being said, let's get into it. Now, Drawtober is an October art challenge created by Painterly Petal on Twitter. And this week is week 3, where we're doing days 15 to 21, which means we only have 1 week left. So, let's just get into it. So, day 15 was Twilight. And the first thing I thought of was Princess Twilight from My Little Pony, and I just went straight for it. Now, what kind of shows did you guys grow up with as kids? Because My Little Pony was definitely the one that I was watching when I was like 12, 11, 10 years old, like around that whole age. And I just have memories of just dancing and singing along to those songs because let's be real, those songs are catchy. I don't know how any of you guys can say that it's not. But any of those villain songs, if you ever listen to them, and if you haven't, you need to. But they're so good, and I just sing along to them still to this day. But anyway, I was obsessed with the Equestrian movie, and I really loved Twilight Sparkle. She was my favorite since I was little, so getting the chance to just draw her just for fun and be able to just have fun with her, it just made me feel really good. She was really smart, and she's definitely the good bookworm character, and I feel like a lot of my favorites are that kind of type. So I just had a lot of fun. It was a break day. It was pretty good. Day 16 was fantasy, and I kind of thought back to the little fantasies I feel like my character May would have. Now, May is my little avatar, and I definitely feel like she's a very water kind of character. I definitely designed her based on like sailor outfits, and I just really liked, she's really simple, very simple. If you've ever seen those sailor outfit designs, she's literally wearing one of those. She's really cute. But I really think that she would be the type of character to like be on the sea all the time, be on those little boats, and just travel and explore just because she wants to, not worrying about anything else in the world. So I just really wanted to take a break and just draw like everything that I feel like she would like, especially the little bird behind her. I feel like she would have to travel with someone. She can't be by herself. But I just feel like it's really cute. Me personally, I'm scared of boats, but I feel like she would do it, and if she can do it, maybe I can one day. So we'll see. Day 17 was Mimic, and I think this is the start of what I'm gonna call the mushroom series. Now, the rest of the days, except day 18, are literally just different mushroom drawings of like little characters I created. I end up keeping one specifically that we'll mention later on, but the reason being was that day 21, which is mushroom, and the last day of this week was actually the first one I did because I just found it so interesting. And I just kind of was like obsessed with the idea of drawing mushrooms, and so it really just like impacted my whole week on everything I was drawing. Speaking of that, there's this one girl, and you're gonna see it on my other drawings, that she's just kind of like, she's the one with the uncolored mushroom hat and like the braids in her hair, and I just draw her constantly these next like 2-3 days. So if you guys have a name for her in the comments, just let me know. I would really like to name her based on your suggestions, and she's definitely based on like that classic red mushroom. She has the cute mushrooms growing out of her arms and knees. She's really cute. And I feel like there was definitely some Toad inspiration in there, but Day 18 was Haunted, and I drew Mai and May. Now, if you don't know who Mai is, she's a character I made for Artfight around like 3 years ago, and I've used her ever since. She's a fish girl with schools of fish in her hair, and today I kind of drew her wearing a costume of those creepy ladies in horror movies with those wet black hair like sticking on their faces and their skin. Is gross. And then I end up giving the fish their own little black wigs as well. And I think it's kind of funny to have her just enter a room like wearing this disheveled costume while May is haunting her through the mirror. It's really simple, but I think it was kind of funny, and I really feel proud of just getting through it because I know this one was one of my slower days as well. So I felt pretty good. Day 19 was Shadow, and I decided to make a mushroom girl sit on a forest being haunted by her own shadow, which in the end is just a goofy mushroom, but she doesn't know that. I really like oyster and turkey tail mushrooms, so this was definitely a mix because I think those mushrooms are really pretty. Like, they're very spirally, and they're really cute. And I just wanted to add that to her hair, and it kind of ended up looking like a hairstyle, and I kind of stuck with it. Like, it looks like a big braid with like little bangs on the front. It's really cute. I thought it would be silly to make the mushroom kind of cry slightly, the shadow one, And so I just added that little tear. I thought it was funny. We went back to the earthly background like we did back in day 7 for drawing trees, and I really realized that I like drawing trees. Like they're just very swirly and they're very fun, and I just like going over and just going up back at the lines, just doing it. It's really cute. It's really fun. I really enjoy it, guys. You're going to see I really enjoy these things. And yeah, I just love having fun drawing these like little textures and things like that. So yeah. Day 20 was Blade, and I decided to draw the cooking scene from with the same mushroom girl as before, but with the little carrot girl beside her this time, and they're kind of cooking together. Now, this is going to be a weird question, but if a mushroom girl cuts mushrooms, is that considered cannibalism? I mean, I personally don't think it is, because I just believe that, like, if it's a fungi itself and not like a fungi person. But you know what? I don't want to get into it too hard. I just think it's really cute to just draw them like cutting mushrooms and carrots from like their own little like design elements and just drawing them together. I also really like the idea of like drawing like very simple backgrounds for these. Like I've been wanting to draw more backgrounds, and just simplifying like this still brings the whole scene together without having to focus too heavily on them. So it was really fun, and I'm just really happy with it. Lastly, day 21 was Mushroom. And we see our mushroom girl again with her mother, and who is this like older like mushroom oyster lady. And I just made that oyster mushroom her hair and her dress. I just kind of make it multiple elements of her just to match her daughter. Maybe the mushrooms grow out of her the same way the small mushrooms grow out of her daughter's knees, and then maybe that's like the dress is like a part of her. And with these last little bits and pieces, since this was the first day I drew, we are finally done. I hope you guys enjoy week 3, and we actually only have 10 days left. Which day has been your favorite so far, and have you enjoyed this challenge? Like, let me know. I definitely have had like highs and lows in this challenge, but I can't wait to finish it and call this my first fully complete month of art challenges, and I hope you'll stick around with me to see it to the end. My Twitter handle is MayanaStar, so if you do this challenge, make sure to @me, and I would love to see your work. Anyway, happy October, and I'll see you guys next one. Have a good morning, evening, or night.